The non-sporting group was one of the original two groups when dogs were first categorized over a century ago. Eventually, the toy and working dogs would split off from the non-sporting group, which now has 21 diverse breeds and varieties. And these dogs have the style for show business. The poodle is elegant. The Bichon Frise is spunky, and the Lhasa Apso looks like a Hollywood star with that coat. And you may find the next Best in Show winner here. Westminster's top honor has gone to a non-sporting dog in 2 of the last 4 years.
Our thanks to Melissa Rivers, host of the podcast Group Text, and her book, Lies My Mother Told Me, daughter of the legendary comedian Joan Rivers, who, a dog lover, she once joked that dogs were better companions than a husband because they didn't leave the seat up. That's the comedian Joan Rivers. 2 groups complete, 2 more tonight. Back to Michael.
May we have the non-sporting group in the ring, please.
21 breeds and varieties, 12 Best in Show wins. Most recently, the Standard Poodle 2020 season coming from this group.
That's right. Not far before that was, of course, Flynn the Bichon. So we have had some really top dogs.
And the French Bulldog in this group, noted by the American Kennel Club, is the most popular non-sporting breed and number 2 most popular breed overall.
And of course, tonight, we know that it's the #1 ranked dog, all breeds,
right.
but that doesn't, this is Westminster.
As we've seen, the
anything
top dog
can
has
happen.
not won every group, so.
And there is Winston, the French Bulldog.
And of course, this group has so many sizes and shapes and backgrounds. It's really
A lot of
interesting group.
And as a judge of the non-sporting group, you have to learn all these different styles of dogs because basically not one is the same as the other.
Yes.
Ms. Evelyn Gregory from Louisville, Kentucky, debuted as a 6-year-old handler of Brussels Griffons and boxers, leading to junior showmanship. And this is her 3rd judging assignment at Westminster.
Yeah, and Evelyn and I grew up in the sport together. We competed in the toy group. I had the Maltese, she had the Griffon. She was a wonderful competitor. And her father also was a judge here as well.
Miss Evelyn Gregory, who we introduced a moment ago, rounding out the entire group here, 21 breeds and varieties. Wow. The crowd could not influence the judge, correct?
No, she knows what she's doing. And, it's interesting we talk about Evelyn. She just lost her father.
I'm sorry to
Joe
hear that.
Gregory, and he was a wonderful man. He was a boxer handler. Her mother actually had Maltese, shown by Peggy Hogg, who trained Tim Lehman, who won the toy group with his Maltese. So it's really interesting to see how our connections go throughout the sport. But we really miss Joe Gregory.
Could I please have the Shar-Pei right up here for me,
we're starting
please?
the cut.
All right.
The Shar-Pei.
Could I please have the Dalmatian? Please.
Yes, always
Could I
popular.
please have the French Bulldog?
Very active Dalmatian.
There are a lot of active breeds in this group.
Yeah, there's Pumpkin, the Dalmatian.
Could I please have the Tibetan Spaniel, the Tibetan Terrier, and the Sholo? Thank you.
Hey, the Sholo.
Thank you,
So,
everybody. Please push back. Thank you.
can somebody knock off the French Bulldog Winston that we've been talking about all night as the #1 overall?
They've all
Ladies and
shown
gentlemen,
very
please,
well.
one at a time, and please come right back to your original spot.
And this is where if she's wavering between 1 or 2 dogs, this can change their mind because she really wants to see their reach and drive and their carriage going around the ring. And that's what we're really looking for. We don't worry if they break their gait or something like that, but we want to see their overall outline and profile.
Thank you.
Now she's aware that Winston came in with all the accolades, correct?
The judges are aware of who's ranked and who's doing
Thank you,
well.
ma'am.
Certainly, they're aware of it. They probably judged some of these dogs in the past.
But it
Thank
doesn't
you.
really affect you because, you have to judge them on the day. And
In the
that's what
moment.
we're taught. Yep.
In the moment, and it's against their competition that night.
Could I please have the French Bulldog? Could I have PSO, please?
the crowd goes wild.
Thank you.
They're very excited about that
If
pull-out.
I could please have the
Frisky
Dalmatian.
Frenchie and the Dalmatian to challenge. So you couldn't have
If
more
I can have
different.
the Tibetan Spaniel. And the Sholo.
I mean, what a wide range, right, for this group.
Such a
Could I
diverse
please
group.
have all 6 dogs right around the ring for me, please?
Here we go. One last chance.
Thank you very much. For 20,002nd Westminster non-sporting group winner is the French Bulldog and the Dalmatian and the Tibetan Spaniel and the Sholo.
So
Thank
Frenchie
you.
is first.
Winston takes the non-sporting group. Harry Payson handling. Very excited to see him as he's going to advance to Best in Show tomorrow.
You know, I got to support that because I have a Winston at home with my Whippet. So shout out to Winston at home. Your namesake just won the non-sporting group.
You know, when you talk about a family of dog owners, we've kept repeating the owner, an NFL player, defensive end Morgan Fox, who plays for the Chargers, Carolina Panther, and LA Ram, and very proud and loves working with dogs and exposing them to families and children. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is brought to you by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements, the brand used the most by pet parents. Let's check in the show ring with Jamie Little.
Once again, Perry and Winston, you guys had to show earlier today. How does this dog keep that spunk and enthusiasm in the ring?
It's amazing. It's his genetics. It's his father, his mom, everything back there in the pedigrees. Yes.
You've shown a lot of dogs,
Yes.
French Bulldogs.
Since
Tell
the
us, what is so special about Winston here?
Well, on a French Bulldog, it's all about shape and type, right? So the ears, you want a big bat ear, which is like 11-1 on a clock. That's what he has. You want the the round eye, which he has. And then if you look on the structure, you want the neck to go into the wither. And here the upper arm, right here. And then where the rise is, right here is the highest point at the end of the rib cage to give you the hip joint, right there.
So you're saying he's perfect, and he's got a heck of a personality too, Jenny.
Winston sure lived up to the hype. Wow, what a finish from the non-sporting group.